And hi everybody, this is Lance Hawkins, and you know what time it is? That's right, it's country party time. And we're going to be here for the next hour playing for you the very finest in country music, a lot of songs from the past, and I think you're really going to enjoy the show we have this week. We've got music from Jim Nesbitt, Tony Douglas, Jerry Lane, Texas Bill Strength, Eddie McDuff, Don Adams, Don Wayne, Gordon Terry, a whole bunch of others. And I think you're going to like it. We've also got a song that features a surprise harmony vocalist and kind of cut up in the background. But we'll tell you more about that in just a little bit, okay? Alrighty, let's get started off right now. Here's a lady by the name of Bonnie Guitar. And her real name was Bonnie Buckingham. And she was a guitarist, of all things. Wouldn't you know that? Anyway, she recorded a lot of sort of popish records for Faber and RCA Victor. But she also recorded a lot of fine country tunes, too, including this one from the pen of Johnny Cash. Here's Bonnie Guitar and Ramblin' Man, right here on Country Party Time on thumbinradio.com.
that way, it's just a memory. The clock has stopped, the time forgot once begged that of me. For I finally broke the spell of your light and charm, and I finally broke the spell of your empty arms. The shoes that once walked back to you, I wear them as before, but my heart no longer cries. You want me back once more.
You've got acres of everything but love. When you finally reach the big time, the dream you've had so long. But with all your land, you still don't have enough. You even own the cottage where I'm living all alone. You've got acres of everything but love. You got diamonds stacked high on your finger, a chauffeur, and you're a millionaire. Oh, but you know that I know you don't love him, and without his wealth, would you still be there? You traded our love for wealth, so now give it up. You've got acres of everything but love. You got diamonds stacked high on your finger, a chauffeur, and you're a millionaire. Oh, but you know that I know you don't love him, and without his wealth, would you still be there? You traded our love for wealth, so now live it up. You've got acres of everything but love. You've got acres of everything but love.
A former vocalist with Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, that is Lee Ross. And Lee Ross is an excellent singer and songwriter, and that's one of my favorites by him, called Acres of Everything But Love. And Lee wrote the huge hit, My Shoes Keep Walking Back to You, Curtain in the Window, Walking Slow, and Thinking About Her. All three of those were recorded by Ray Price. And the song before that on D Records, George Cooper kind of referenced My Shoes Keep Walking Back to You, a song called I Finally Broke the Spell. And that was George Cooper on that particular song. Before that, we heard from Arlie Duff. And did you recognize that harmony singer that was on that record? Well, if you said it was George Jones, you're absolutely right. George sang harmony and also played guitar, backing up Arlie Duff on Crapo LeBlanc from Bayou Pom Pom. I don't know if there is a Bayou Pom Pom, but I guess there is now. Oh, great song from Arlie Duff. And we started all off on Dot Records with Bonnie Guitar and Ramblin' Man. Well, right now on Country Party Time, we're going to show you that country music and heavy metal have a connection, at least one connection. A few years ago, there was a band called Pantera, and the lead singer and lead vocalist was a gentleman named Darrell Abbott, a.k.a. Dimebag Darrell Abbott. And Darrell Abbott grew up in the home of Jerry Abbott. And Jerry was a fantastic country music singer and recorded a string of records, although none of them charted, but they're fine nonetheless. And to prove my point, let's hear one right now. This is on the Sully label. This is Jerry Abbott on a song called Bottom of the Bottle. You're listening to Country Party Time on ThumminRadio.com.
If you want to see the bottom, if you need the blues, I've got 'em, and you'll find me at the bottom of a bottle. If it's heartaches that you're needing, 'cause you just found out she's leaving, well, you'll find me at the bottom of a bottle. The bottom of the bottle is a place where losers live, a place to go when you want to hide your tears. So just forget your troubles, drink up and watch the bubbles. You're always welcome to the bottom of the bottle. Well, the bottom of the bottle, that's a place where losers live, a place to go when you want to hide your tears. So just forget your troubles, drink up and watch the bubbles. You're always welcome to the bottom of the bottle.
Tonight, I promise me, I think about your love at home, how lonely she must be. My heart will break as I tell you there's been a change of plans. I love you, but I don't want a hurt upon my hands. One heart must break, so make it mine before we make it three. I'll keep your picture for a while and let it smile at me. I know how lonely she must feel waiting for her man. I love you, but I don't want her hurt upon my hands. When you walk out, the room's as dark as if there were no light. My heart there in the darkness waits for another stolen night. I'm much too soft for this cheating game, I hope you understand. I love you, but I don't want a hurt upon my hands. One heart must break, so make it mine before we make it three. I'll keep your picture for a while and let it smile at me. I know how lonely she must feel waiting for her man. I love you, but I don't want a hurt upon my hands.
There's a cute little gal lives down the street, looks like she'd be a lot of fun. I'd sure like to make a date with her, but that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. I saw her at the corner drug, she sure was having fun. Now I could have stayed and talked a while, but that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. Well, it's easy to tell her in my dreams
words won't come. Someday maybe I'll get the chance before my time is gone to ask her to be my steady girl, but that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done. It's easy to tell her in my dreams that she's the only one, but when she's close to me it seems I stammer and I stutter and the words won't come. Someday maybe I'll get the chance before my time is gone to ask her to be my steady girl, but that's easier said than done. Well, that's easier said than done. That's easier said than done.
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic, honey, smelling hay. I just adore her penthouse view. Oh, darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
Green Acres is the place for me. I need to be out so and see. I need a woman to be my guide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather be. I don't know nothing about sowing seeds, but I guess I'll do just what I gotta do. Oh, darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
That's yours.
The stores,
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You're my wife.
Oh, goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there.
Well, no, that's not Eddie Albert and Ava Gabor performing for you right there. That's actually Lester Flatt and June Carter and their version of the theme from Green Acres. And the other night I was out at karaoke and heard this girl do that particular song. Not that particular version, but a version of that song. And I thought I'd dig that one out and play it on Country Party Time. And there we go. That's Flatt and Scruggs along with June Carter on Green Acres. Before that, it was Texas country music singer Eddie McDuff, Easier Said Than Done. And Eddie McDuff was a member of the Big D Jamboree for many years and recorded a lot for Starday and for Custom. And sadly, he was killed in a plane crash about 1968 or so. But great singer nonetheless, Mr. Eddie McDuff, Easier Said Than Done. Then before that, we went back to the year of 1966 and heard from Peggy Little on Phillips Records. Phillips is not that well known for putting out much country music, but they did a few songs. And that's a song called Her Hurt Upon My Hands. And we started it all off with Jerry Abbott and The Bottom of the Bottle. Alrighty, and right now, let's hear from Bakersfield country music legend Bonnie Owens. Bonnie was married to Buck Owens, obviously that's where she got the name, and she was also the wife of Merle Haggard for many years. This is one of her first records on the Delphi label, again, a label that's not known for country music. But boy, when they recorded country music, they did a bang-up job. And this features Ralph Mooney on steel guitar, Gordon Terry on fiddle, and the whole gang. And this, if I didn't know better, sounds like a Topper record, but it's on Delphi. So here's Bonnie Owens, or Miss Bonnie Owens, as it says on the record label, Just for the Children's Sake.
It's a Red Dog Saloon. Yes, I regret I broke the promise I made to you so long ago. Why did I hunger? What made me wonder? These things I wonder, I'll never know. You kept the promise, no man but me has known your arms or your kiss. Then I was tempted by man's desire. When men are tempted, some can't resist. I was sober when I cut this session. I'm drunk now. I can't coordinate with myself. You kept the promise. No man but me has known your arms or your kiss. Then I was tempted by man's desire. When men are tempted, some can't resist. Now may I question, what is a promise? Am I condemned because I sinned? Surely my sorrow outweighs the promise. Forget the promise, love me again. Forget the promise, love me again. Huh? Why, Billy, I thought you was up the Cody way. Get going, horse.
I do believe Miss Pauline started stepping round. I saw her late last night downtown. She said at the funeral she would always stay at home. But I believe Miss Pauline's tired of being alone. And I do believe Miss Pauline started stepping round. I saw her late last night downtown. Now even though the family was kinda small, to Miss Pauline he left it all. But I bet if he could take a look around, he wouldn't like what Miss Pauline putting down. Now she was good and true to him while he was alive. But without love, Mother Nature can't survive. And I do believe Miss Pauline started stepping round. I saw her late last night downtown. Now even though the family was kinda small, to Miss Pauline he left it all. But I bet if he could take a look around, he wouldn't like what Miss Pauline's putting down. And I do believe Miss Pauline started stepping round. I saw her late last night downtown. Yeah, I saw her late last night downtown.
I'm behind the 8 ball with my baby. All she does is sit around and pout.
Been behind the 8-ball with my baby ever since she caught me stepping out. Got the blues and boy, I don't mean maybe. Gotta get it straightened out somehow. She loved me very much, but I got myself in Dutch, and I'm behind the 8-ball with her now. I'm behind the 8-ball with my honey. I can't get to first base anymore. She won't speak to me for love nor money. Never felt so doggone low before. How that woman treats me isn't funny. You would think I'd done an awful crime. You're guilty, she did cry, and I had no alibi. So I'm behind the 8-ball serving time. Brother, you're just riding for a fall. When your woman touches you, I warn you, you'll be right behind the old 8-ball. She will even make your best friend scorn you, get you in the hot water with them all. So take this good advice, don't step out at any price, or you will be behind the old 8-ball. Don't step out at any price, or you will be behind the old 8-ball.
Well, before the days of Rock Around the Clock, See You Later Alligator, ABC Boogie, that is what Bill Haley sounded like. Bill Haley and the Four Aces of Western Swing on the Cowboy label and Behind the 8-Ball. And that's from a CD called Bill Haley and Friends, Volume 1, The Legendary Cowboy Recordings. And that's from a label out in Germany. Good song and a good collection of recordings of Bill Haley, his early stuff that he did. Before that, we heard from Henry Briggs, a song originally released on the Comet label and later reissued on Decca, Miss Pauline. And I remember hearing that a lot on the radio back in the late 60s, early 70s, and Henry Briggs had that one out, and then Henry Briggs disappeared. I don't know whatever happened to him, but he had a great sound and a good band, and good song there, Miss Pauline by Henry Briggs, a song also recorded by Biff Cawley and in the early 70s. And then before that, we heard from Texas Bill Strength on the Twin Town label from 1965 and The Promise. And we started it all off with Miss Bonnie Owens, as the record label says, on Delphi Records, Just for the Children's Sake. Well, you're listening to Country Party Time. My name is Lance Hawkins. We come your way each and every week about this time with a whole bag full of great records and a lot of stuff that you probably haven't heard or haven't heard in a long time. And it's a pleasure and honor to present these records for you. Well, right now we're going to hear from Tony Douglas, but before we do, just want to tell you a little joke here, okay? Can I? I guess I can. Okay. Did you hear about the actress who had gotten sort of long in the tooth and was sort of old? Well, she went to Beverly Hills and got herself a facelift. She went to the doctor there, and they nipped and tucked on her, and they put bandages all around her and everything. And a few weeks later, she came back to the doctor, and the doctor got the scissors and took the bandages off, took one look at her and said,
"It didn't help much." She left me here a-crying and a-calling out her name. It didn't help much, but I called her just the same. We had our trial this morning, and I shouted she's to blame. It didn't help much, but I shouted just the same. And just the same, I gave the name of her new love and told them she was stepping out on me. But she said, I don't know what he's thinking of. I've always been as true as I could be. I told them she was lying, and the judge's gavel rang. It didn't help much, but I told them just the same. And just the same, I gave the name of her new love and told them she was stepping out on me. But she said, I don't know what he's thinking of. I've always been as true as I could be. I told them she was lying, and the judge's gavel rang. It didn't help much, but I told him just the same. It didn't help much, but I told him just the same.
In the city of sin, the town that don't sleep, flashing bright lights stole baby from me. They made her a wild one, those gambling men, and I lost my baby to the city of sin. We stopped in at Vegas, just baby and I, just 6 weeks ago, to spend just one night. Then we met a joker with a $1 car, and baby drove off a joker in his big fancy car. In the city of sin, the town that don't sleep, flashing bright lights stole baby from me. They made her a wild one, those gambling men, and I lost my baby in the city of sin. I see baby and joker all around town, but I can't talk to baby when that joker's around. I spent all my money, so I'll have to give in and leave baby with joker in that city of sin. In the city of sin, the town that don't sleep, where flashing bright lights stole baby from me. They made her a wild one, those gambling men, and I lost my baby in the city of sin. Yes, I lost my baby in the city of sin.
T-ball, 10, 9, 8, 3, 5.
Hurt, stick a match to that thing, boo.
1.
You ain't got no match, I got one here. Light it.
when they sent my old lady to the moon. She was barking like a hound after a coon. She looked at me with a possum grin, said, I prove women as good as men. When they sent my old lady to the moon. She looked like she was from a comic strip, as she blowed bubble gum with her big lips. In her spacesuit she looked cute, but there wasn't much space left in that suit when they sent my old lady to the moon. I stood by and listened while they counted down. I was doubtful they'd get that whopper off the ground. She went sailing through the air, eating moon pies, drinking root beer. They sent my old lady to the moon. When she got there, the moon was full and so was she. She looked out the door to see what she could see. She screamed, get me out of here quick, I see little men, they're lunatics. They sent my old lady to the moon. Everyone's waiting here on board for splashdown. When she hits the water, that ocean will be dry ground. She had moon dust on her lips, her face looked like it was in the eclipse. They sent my old lady to the moon. When they sent my old lady to the moon, come back with rocks in her head, moon rocks. Busted a corset on the takeoff. That old gal's out of this world. Sent my old lady to the moon.
Someday the sun's coming up and it's gonna dawn on you. And right there, buddy's where it's really gonna hit the fan. And as sure as I'm standing here, you're gonna draw that well-known line and put a quietus on the world's youngest dirty old man. Yeah, the world's youngest dirty old man is what you might call me. And a few thousand other choice names that I won't mention here. And one of these days my faults are bound to befall me, like coming home some night and finding I no longer live here. From all the earmarks, I got off on the wrong foot. And apparently, girl, I just stepped all over you. I'm gonna quit all these evil little stunts I've been pulling. I'm gonna straighten up and straighten out, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop reciting my Sunday school lessons backwards. And I swear up and down that my swearing's gonna come to an end. I'm gonna start coming home to my good woman at night, and be a good old boy and not the world's youngest dirty old man. I'll be a good old boy and not the world's youngest dirty old man.
Well, there he goes, Jerry Lane, on a song called The World's Youngest Dirty Old Man. And we played some Jerry Lane records on some previous shows. And I explained that Jerry was a singer and songwriter, but he didn't write that particular song. It was written by a guy by the name of Joe Poovey. And Joe is a great singer who had a very unusual style, had a very high tenor voice, and was an excellent songwriter, did a lot of rockabilly and country music, and that's the song he wrote that Wynn Stewart also recorded, The World's Youngest Dirty Old Man. Then before that, we heard from Jim Nesbitt, a little novelty song called When They Sent My Old Lady to the Moon. I've always liked that one. Very cute song from Jim Nesbitt. And before that, we heard from Glenn Garrison on Cap Records, City of Sin. And evidence on that the fuzz tone guitar was heard in country music long before it was heard in rock and roll. And that's, like I say, proof of that there. Great sounds of Glenn Garrison. And we started it all off with Tony Douglas, and it didn't help much. And I apologize for the lame joke, but hey, it's my attempt at humor, okay? Alrighty. Well, speaking of Joe Poovey, we're going to hear another song that he wrote. It was recorded by his label mate on Sims Records, Autry Inman, and this is a great song. Hope you enjoy it. It's one called I Wear It Well. You're in tune with Country Party Time. My name is Lance Hawkins.
No one knows that I missed you since you're not around. They can't see I'm still lost in your spell. For I wait till I'm all alone to come unwound. This broken heart that you left, I wear it well. When they talk about you is when I really shine. I just smile and say the name rings a bell. They don't even suspect that you was ever mine. This broken heart that you left, I wear it well. Many nights I just barely make it to my room, for my tears tell the world I'm lying still. Then I wait till I'm all alone and come unwound. This broken heart that you left, I wear it well. When they talk about you is when I really shine. I just smile and say the name rings a bell. They don't even suspect that you was ever mine. This broken heart that you left, I wear it well.
That's only teardrop, only teardrop.
I'm here by request of my baby. She said I loved her less than all my friends. So bring me a bottle and a lady. As long as I'm accused, I'll join right in.
That's only teardrop, only teardrop.
And any fool can see that I'm lying.
That's only teardrop, only teardrop.
So don't believe the tears that I'm crying. Tonight will be the first time that I've seen her, 'cause she's the only love A bottle and a lady might just change her. On second thought, I think I'd best go home. That's only teardrop, only teardrop. And any fool can see that I'm lying. That's only teardrop, only teardrop. So don't believe the tears that I'm crying. That's only teardrop, only teardrop. So don't believe the tears that I'm crying.
Last night I had a talk with me with no one else around. I asked myself some questions of the past I can't live down. The answers that I gave myself are hard for me to bear, but I had to talk with someone, and I'm the only one who cares. I asked if there was any chance while I sat there feeling blue, but every time I talk with me, I'm more in love with you. A voice I hear down deep inside says this love has to be. I made myself believe it all when I had a talk with me. If there was any chance while I sat there feeling blue, but every time I talk with me, I'm more in love with you. A voice I hear down deep inside says this love has to be. I made myself believe it all when I had a talk with me.
Now I've got a feeling we're drifting apart. A blue, low-down feeling deep down in my heart. Well, I keep on having this feeling that I'm gonna lose. Maybe I'm just borrowing the blues. If you found a new love, a love deeper than mine, I hope it's a true love, not just a line. Nobody will see me crying when I get the news. Maybe I'm just borrowing the blues. Blues, blues, why do I keep borrowing the blues? If I ask a question, would you answer yes? That real important question, share my happiness. I'll bet I'd feel like dying if you refuse. Maybe I'm just borrowing the blues. When we're not together and you're out of sight, I seem to see another kissing you goodnight. Then I have the darndest feeling way down to my shoes. I hope that I'm just borrowing the blues. Blues, blues, why do I keep borrowing the blues? Why do I keep borrowing the blues?
Well, that is Don Wayne, and not to be confused with the Don Wayne that wrote Country Bumpkin and co-wrote Saginaw, Michigan with Bill Anderson. That's a gentleman from around San Antonio, Texas, or that's where the record label is based out of, Hacienda Records, and Borrowing the Blues. Before that, it was Gordon Terry. Again, another Topper Records influenced song, I Had a Talk with Me, and that's on RCA Victor. Then before that, we went to Don Adams, an associate of George Jones, played bass with him and sang harmony on some of his records. From the year of 1967 on Jack O'Diamond's label, and Tear Talk, a song that was also somewhat of a hit for Johnny Dollar. And we started it all off with the legendary Autry Inman, I Wear It Well. Well, we got time for about one more song, so let's hear the original version of Send Me the Pillow You Dream on the 4-Star label. This is Hank Locklin and his Rocky Mountain Boys.
Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? Send me the pillow that you dream on. So darling, I can dream on it too. Each night while I'm sleeping, oh so lonely, I'll share your loving dreams that once was true. Send me the pillow that you dream on, so darling I can dream on it too. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Maybe time will let our dreams come true. Send me the pillow that you dream on, so darling I can dream on it too. I've waited so long for you to write me, but just a memory's all that's left of you. Send me the pillow that you dream on, so darling I can dream on it too.
From the year of 1950, originally, that is Hank Locklin and the Rocky Mountain Boys, Send Me the Pillow You Dream On. And it's time to dream of more great country records to play for you on our next edition of Country Party Time. My name is Lance Hawkins. Thank you for listening. We'll be back again next week with more great country music on thumminradio.com. Until then, good night, everybody.